Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Troy Trojans offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on third down. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Clemson's offense has the ball for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Pressure coming. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on third down. Touchdown, Troy! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll go to the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The give on the inside.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Chunk it away just as he was hit. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air. It's Crowder. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Caught in the backfield. It's Higgins. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Clemson has always loved these quarterbacks who can put pressure on defenses by running the football.
No doubt. And, man, it's such an advantage to have guys that are elusive and electric that can get outside, and you got a back going one way, a quarterback going the other way. Really stretches your defense, and Clemson has been ahead of the curve, and they've been on this for a long time.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. The give to the back. Find some fresh air. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. A little screen to the running back. Makes him talk to the hand. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. From the gun, running back on the 1st down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dortch. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. They go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Crowder. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller has got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Leaves it with the running back. Not enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for the score. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He might want another play. Hines is back in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll try the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call from the refs. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep
turning it on. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They've been able to get the ball out of their own end nicely. 1st and 10 from the 38. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Connor. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will open from the 15. The give from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
this defense is going to running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So Clemson, snap to the up end, it's a fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Crowder. Right on target this time.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Connor. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. bunch formation for these receivers. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Taylor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Barrels ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. Extra point here will give them the lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finds a little space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Might as well give it to him again. Hard running there. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Clemson! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Dortch. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Trojans are in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He leaves it with his back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fakes the grab on the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Trying to set up the screen.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job on the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They go to the ground. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk glass